But we may be able to break down the woes of Revelation, and some brothers in Baltimore may be able to break down the wisdom of the numbers of the mark of the beast. Okay, some brothers in Texas might be able to break down, okay, more with concepts with dealing with the 12 tribes of Israel. Some brothers might be able to be very good in the history. Some brothers might be good in the Hebrew, understand what the Babylon Great Mystery, Mother of Harlots. Not everybody's going to have 400 understanding. Daniel has wisdom that Ezra didn't have. Ezra has certain things that Daniel didn't have. That's how the Most High deal. And the only one that the Most High is going to give complete wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to, guess who? Christ. That's the only one worthy for the Most High to even talk to.
That's right.
Yahushua sits on the right hand. He knows everything that the Father speaks about. So that's the bottom line to that all. Give me Daniel chapter 10, verse 13. Okay, give me the book of Daniel chapter 10, verse 13. So Michael and Christ, okay, was in partnership before many times concerning certain things that will go down on this earth. Because men got to understand, as quiet as it's kept, Satan is a very powerful demon angel. Many men have underestimated Satan's power. Satan is very, very, very powerful. Certain instances throughout history, Christ himself could not win over the will of Satan when he was an angel up in the heavens. Satan has a lot of power. Let's prove that. Give me Daniel chapter 10, verse 13.
But the prince of the kingdom of Persia.
Like the prince of the kingdom of Persia was referring to Satan. You understand? Because remember, the Persians were under satanic rulership. They didn't keep the commandments of the Most High. All right. What was going on at this time was the fact that the Most High wanted to use Cyrus to anoint him. The Most High wanted to anoint Cyrus so we could go ahead and flee from Babylon captivity and rebuild the temple so we could worship him in the land of Israel. But Satan was against that. Okay, Satan has such a strong hold on the Persians and the Babylonians. Satan wanted the Persians to destroy the whole nation of Israel and to finish off where the Babylonians left off against us. And Michael and Christ had to come down to win over the minds of Cyrus and the Persians. This was a war over minds here concerning the control of what goes down on this earth. Read.
But the prince of the kingdom of Persia withstood me 21 days.
It took 21 days, okay, earthly days, for to get this Persian to do exactly what the Most High wanted him to do, because the Persians, Satan has such a strong influence. Because remember, this is Satan's kingdom. It's been Satan's kingdom since the time of the flood, man. Okay, it's been Satan's kingdom since then, man. All right, wickedness doesn't go on in the Most High's kingdom. That's what you have to understand. When the Most High's kingdom is established, there's not going to be any more wickedness. So we've been living in Satan's kingdom, okay, ever since the time of the flood. So Satan has a very strong say-so of what goes down here on earth because it's his kingdom. Remember, when Christ comes back, he's going to establish the kingdom. All right? But the kingdom right now is under Satan's authority. Right now, this is Satan's kingdom we live in. And during the time of the Persians, it was Satan's kingdom on earth as well. Read.
But lo, Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help me.
And this is Christ, the angelic Christ, speaking to Daniel. And he said, Michael came to help me. So Christ even needed help to stop to win over the influence of Satan over men on earth. Read.
And I remained there with the kings of Persia.
Right. So the whole type of Persian influence to release us out of Babylon captivity and for us to go back to the temple and rededicate it. And the Persians giving us everything that we wanted and needed. That was the Most High that allowed that. But left up to the Persians, they would have destroyed us. And they would have been harsher on us than the Babylonians were. So don't get it twisted like as if, the Gentiles are our friends. No, that was the spirit of the Most High working on these men to allow us to do what we had to do. See, what you got to understand is, give me Jeremiah 15:11. What you got to understand is, real quick, is that just because a Gentile helps you out does not represent that the Gentile is your friend. You got to understand that there's certain times and situations where the Most High will put the spirit on Esau or Edom to help you out. And he's the main Gentile we're talking about because he's the main Gentile that you niggas coon over. You think because a white man help you out with some money or help change your tire, you think that the white man or white people are good. But you got to understand that's the spirit of the Most High working on that man to do you. And believe you me, All right, when the Most High give that order, he gives it to the angels to carry out. The angels have a hard time doing that sometimes because Satan will like that white man to just hang you on a tree. Left up to Satan, he will put a rope around your damn neck and string your ass up. But the angels had to come and just block Satan's influence over that cracker to help you out. All right, give me Jeremiah 15:11.
The Lord said, verily, it shall be well with thy raiment. Verily, I will cause the enemy to entreat thee well in a time of evil and in a time of affliction.
Right, so you got to understand, when the Most High gives an order, he gives it to the angels to carry it out. But sometimes the angels have a difficult time carrying out that order based upon Satan's influence over what the Lord wants to be done on earth. You understand? So that's why Christ himself as an angelic power needed Michael to help him out over Satan. So let's get that out the way and understanding of that. Give me Daniel chapter 10 verse 13 again concerning the Persian influence. Okay, so this war in heaven is going to be against Satan's influence. Not the demon angel himself, but Satan's influence on earth over the Gentiles in order to establish the Lord's kingdom is going to be like a damn war. Okay, because remember, Satan has blessed. Remember, the scripture said the dragon gave him his power. We read Revelation 13. That dragon is Satan. Satan gave the white man power and the Gentiles power and influence on this earth to carry out all demonic things and orders and maintain their kingdom and salvation and wickedness. You understand? So there's going to be an actual war that needs to be done in order to stop that, man, because Satan has such a stronghold on these individuals. I mean, if you see it and notice, it's getting worse and worse. Now on television, they're coming out with a drag queen show. Now they're coming out with a drag queen sitcom. They got cross-dressing men on sitcom now. And the whole sitcom is about men cross-dressing looking like women. That's the whole sitcom of this all, man. All right? And I'm like, yo, this is, you would never seen this like 20, 30 years ago. All right? You have RuPaul Drag Race about 3-4 years ago, and now you got a sitcom just like Married with Children or Friends, but it's about men who cross-dress. That's Satan's influence, man. Okay? And that has to be alleviated. But in order for it to be completely annihilated, Satan has to be annihilated. You understand? Because it's his kingdom, so he has to be taken out of the way. Daniel chapter 10, verse 14 now.
Verse 14, now I am come to make thee understand what shall befall thy people in the latter days.
So here it is. Christ came to Daniel as an angelic force, talking to Daniel concerning the Persian Empire, helping to reestablish the kingdom after the Babylonians, but yet Christ is talking to Daniel about what's going to happen in the last days concerning his people, meaning after his death, when he comes on the earth in the flesh. Read.
For yet the vision is for many days.
Right, so at the time of Daniel, he was like, this is going to be way, 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 way in the future. For many days. Read.
Verse 15, and when he has spoken such words unto me, I set my face toward the ground, and I became dumb.
Right, he became confounded, man. He became dumb. Drop down to verse 20.
Then said he, knowest thou wherefore I come unto thee? And now will I return to fight with the princes of Persia.
So here it is, he's got to fight with the prince of Persia, which is Satan, or a demon of Satan. Okay, basically either one of Satan's demon angels or Satan himself, Christ had to fight with to carry out the Most High as well. Read.
And when I am gone forth, lo, the prince of Grecia shall come.
Which was referring to the other demon that will come upon the earth after the Persians, which was Alexander and the Greeks. Okay, which were Edomites. Read.
But I will show thee that which is known in the scripture of truth, and there is none that hold it with me in these things, but Michael, your prince.
So Michael stands up for the children of Israel. So that war in heaven in Revelation 12th chapter is going to involve the archangel Michael fighting over Satan and fighting over the Gentiles and fighting over anybody that's trying to resist the Lord's kingdom. Okay, and to help further the oppression of Israel. So go back to Revelation chapter 12, verse 7. Right. Matter of fact, to show you that Satan has a kingdom, give me Matthew the 4th chapter to show you that we're in Satan's kingdom. Because men probably bugging out right now, not understanding. You 12, what the hell are you talking about? Remember, everything is proven through scripture, though. Read Matthew chapter 4, verse 1. Let me show you that Satan has a kingdom, and this is Satan's kingdom we're in. So, in order for you to take out this kingdom, you got to take out Satan. Read Matthew chapter 4, verse 1.
Then was Yahushua led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil.
Which is Satan. He was tempted of the devil, which is Satan. Drop down to verse 8. This is why he tempted him many things, but this is one thing he tempted him. Let's see what he said to Christ. Read.
Again, the devil taking him up into the exceeding high mountain, and showed him all the kingdoms of the world, and the glory of them, and said unto him, all these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me.
So here it is, Satan trying to get Christ to be killed. Because if Christ would have did that, then the Most High, he would have... Because remember, Satan's job is to be the accuser. Okay, his job is to go back to the Most High and report all your dirt to show forth that you ain't shit. And here it is, here's the Son of the Highest. And Satan is just like, wow. He could have had any demon come to Christ. He himself came. Because that would be so glorious in the eyes of Satan for him to go back to the Most High and say, I had your son get on his knees and worship me. I had your son worship me. I had your son willing to sell his soul for the kingdoms that I possess on this earth. See that? That's what Satan was trying to do. All right? So that goes to show you Satan controls all these kingdoms. And at that time, it was a Roman Empire. So here it is. Satan is trying to get Christ to sell out and receive the mark of the beast. He's trying to get Christ to sell out. Okay? And he said, I'm going to give you all these kingdoms and everything that goes in them. And look, certain scholars have brought up that in this Matthew, the 4th chapter situation, he was showing them the future. He was showing him America and everything else that came with it. Why not?
In the microchip there.
Right. Was he showing him the microchip? Take this chip in your right hand and you will be able to buy food and everything. Get the hell out of here. Where is that damn chip anyways? I see all these prophecies coming in past. Ain't nobody talking about a damn chip except for Alice Jones. Okay? And simple Israelites. Okay? So read Matthew 4 and 8 up.
All right. Again, the devil taking him up into an exceeding high mountain, and showed him all the kingdoms of the world, and the kingdom of them,
and the glory of them.
And the glory of them, and said unto him, all these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me.
Read.
And Yahushua answered, then said Yahushua unto them, get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve.
Read.
Then the devil leaveth him, and behold, angels came and ministered unto him.
Right, like the scripture said, resist the devil, he will flee from you. Okay, like what it tells you in the book of James and Peters. That's exactly what happened with Christ. He resisted the devil, so the devil fled from him. But my point is, the devil offered Christ a kingdom. He offered him the kingdoms of this world and said that if you worship me, I will give this unto you in every order privileges that come. And a lot of our people would have took that. And we would have received the mark of the beast. Only to be put to death, because the end of those things is death and fire. But how much powerful it would be for Satan, his support, to go back to the Most High. Because you read the book of Job, the 1st chapter, he went back to the Most High on Job. And he was a heathen who was willing to serve the Most High. So, of course, what would Satan do? He would go back to the Most High and tell him about the Most High's son. I had your son ready to give up. Your son in the flesh was willing to give up everything to worship me. See that? And then he would have been considered to be with blemish, and then the sacrifice would have been no good then. Because remember, a sacrifice of a lamb has to be without blemish. If Christ would have sinned right there in Matthew the 4th chapter, then everything about the Messiah and the prophecy concerning Israel would have been of nil or void. It would have been void. See that? So Satan does have a kingdom. So the dragon and his angels, go back to Revelation 12 and 7.
And there was war in heaven. Michael and his archangels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought.
So the dragon and his angels are the messengers of Satan, those who follow after Satan, which represents Edom, Satan, and those who follow after him, which receive the mark of the beast, which can go into the 2/3 of our nation, amongst the Gentiles, everybody, cause of all of them. So Michael got to fight through all of that. He got to fight through these men's spirits. He got to fight through everything. And he's doing it all to stand up for the children of thy people. Read.
And prevailed not.
And he prevailed not. And the reason why he prevailed not is because it's predestined judgment. It's already been prophesied that Satan's kingdom would fall at this time. Read.
Neither was there place found any more in heaven.
Right. So Satan and Edom and all the Gentiles and all the wickedness of our people is not going to rule anymore. Read.
And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him.
So who is that devil and Satan, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, that's going to be cast out? Okay, that's mainly talking about Edom. Okay, the great messenger of Satan, the so-called Jews, Illuminati. Hold that. Give me Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. Let's go to prove that. See, the devil is the actual spiritual demon